Hi beauties, so today I have a new tutorial for you guys and it's on this beautiful glowy spring look. I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm so happy to be putting up a new video for you guys and I hope you guys enjoy. So first I'm going to start with my primer and I'm using the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. I have seriously been in love with this primer and it's great for smoothing out the skin and covering up pores. And next I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation and I'm in the shade 120. So I'm applying this 2 stripes on each of my cheeks, one on my chin, one on my forehead, and a bit on my nose. And I'm going to be blending it out with the Beauty Blender. I recently just picked up this foundation because I see a lot of people have been loving it, including Nikki Tutorials. And I wanted to try it out to see how it works, and so far I just have it for a few days, but I'm seriously in love with it. As you can see, it looks beautiful in pictures and in videos because the purpose of this foundation, as it says Ultra HD, is so it can photograph very well. And it seriously makes your look skin flawless. I love it. And next I'm just taking my Vaseline and I'm putting it on my lips just to prep them for the liquid lipstick we're going to be wearing later. And now I'm going to be taking my concealer. I use the Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm. And I'm applying that under my eyes in a triangle on my chin, nose, and forehead. And we're doing this just to bring some light to the face and to brighten. And again, I am going to be blending that out with my Beauty Blender. This is honestly my favorite concealer. Like, I absolutely love it. This is actually the 3rd bottle that I just purchased. Like, that's how you know a product is a holy grail for me, when I have to repurchase it 3 times. I love how blendable it is and it lasts all day. And I especially love this color because it's great for brightening under the eyes. It's super creamy and blendable, but like it says, it's very lightweight. It's not too heavy. I used to love the MAC Pro Longwear, and I mean I still do love it, but the problem with that is that it can be a bit heavy, and I feel that this is the same as a MAC Pro Longwear, but it's very light and it feels great and it doesn't cake up as much. And now I'm taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder and I'm just using that to set my entire face. If you guys have any face powders to recommend to me, please leave them down below. I've been trying to expand like with my face powders, and I want to discover something new. So if there's anything you love, just let me know down below. And now I'm taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I'm going to be using the shade Lyric and Lucid combined, and I'm going to be applying this where we added that concealer, and I'm just doing this for extra brightness. As you can see, I've hit major pan on this palette and it shows how much I love it. Especially the Lyric shade is my favorite in that palette. It's super brightening. And now I'm going to be taking my Benefit Hoola bronzer and I'm going to be bronzing up the face with this. And here you see that I'm using the Kat Von D brush that is meant to be paired with the Shade and Light palette, and I seriously love both ends of this brush to highlight and to bronze up the face. Taking the Nars blush in the shade Madly. I hauled this in one of my previous videos, and seriously, this is my holy grail blush. I think it's a perfect mauve and it suits every single makeup look you do. And I love how intensity the blush can get, and it's just seriously so beautiful. It's a beautiful mauve. I recommend all of you guys to check it out. And now I am going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in That Glow, and I'm going to be mixing the shades Sunburst and Bubbly. And I'm going to be applying that as a highlight, and I think I'm using here the e.l.f. angled brush, I think it is, and I love using this brush to apply my highlight. This palette I also recently picked up and I am in love with it. I can say that it's better than the other Anastasia highlights that came out in the single pans, but this palette is seriously so worth it. The palette itself is pretty huge, so you're getting a good amount of product size for the money you're paying, and the quality of the highlights, of course, Anastasia, are amazing. They're super creamy and buildable. They really remind me of the Becca highlights. Gotta show off that glow. And here I already did my brows off camera, and I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow is in the shade Granite, and I also cleaned them up with the NYX HD concealer. And here I'm just using the MAC Paintery Paint Pot as a base for my shadows. And today I'm going to be using Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and first I'm taking Crème Brulee, and I'm using my MAC 224, and I'm applying this on the crease as a transition shade. So I'm applying this all over the crease, and as you can see, I'm not being very precise with how I'm applying it. I don't mind this being a very messy look, so I'm just applying it all over, but making sure I blend it all out. This brush is seriously my favorite for blending out shadows in the crease. And now I'm going to be taking the shade Cocoa Bear, and I'm also going to be applying it in the crease just to darken it up a bit. As you can see with this brush, it's not really blending it well, but in a bit you're going to see that I'm going to go in with the 224 and make sure everything's blended out. It is so important for everyone when they're doing their eyeshadow to blend it out. It makes a world of a difference. And now I'm going to be taking the shade Mocha, and I'm going to be applying this on the outer corner of the eye just to give it a bit of dimension and darken it up a bit. And again, I'm taking my MAC 224 and I'm blending it all out. I'm telling you guys, it's so important to blend. And now the star of the whole eye look, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop shadow in the shade Amaze. I'm going to be applying Fix Plus on my brush just so the shadow is more vibrant on the eye and I don't have as much glitter fallout. I hauled the Colourpop shadows I bought in my previous video, and after trying them out, I'm seriously so in love with them. They're so glittery and pigmented. They're seriously beautiful, and they're $5. Like, you cannot go wrong with the product. As you can see here, I'm just pecking on the product and you can see how glittery it looks. It's so beautiful. And this is by far one of my favorite shades. It's a very rose gold bronzy shadow. It's beautiful. And I'm just packing that on the eyelid to get as much of the color as we can. And now again, I'm going to be taking the color Mocha that we previously used, and I'm going to be applying this again on the outer corner of the eye, just to deepen it up a bit since we lost some of it while applying the lid shade. Taking the shade Latte, and I'm going to be applying this on the bottom line of our eyes just to make it a bit smoky. I also recommend you guys to check out the Makeup Geek shadows because they are great quality. I'm so in love with them. The pigmentation and the quality of them is great, and I think they're like $6 per shadow. And now I'm going to be taking the Lilly Lashes in the style Mykonos, which I also love, and I'm going to be applying this onto the eye. I was able to get small clips of me applying my lashes, but they're not really great, so I'm going to make a detailed video on how I apply my lashes, how to take care of them, and some of my favorite styles. And of course, I had to take a selfie break. I love taking selfies. And now I'm taking the Rimmel Lash Accelerator mascara, and I just apply that on my lashes and on my bottom lashes. And now I'm going to be taking the Kylie Jenner Cosmetics Kylie Lip Kits, and this is in the shade Candy K, and I'm seriously in love, like in love with both the liner and the liquid lipstick. It's seriously the perfect warm pink mauve, and it looks so beautiful. I've tried it on my two other friends while doing their makeup, and they're different skin tones, and both of them looked beautiful with this lip shade. I know it can be pretty hard to actually find them online, but recently I've seen that she's restocking them every week, so I suggest you guys to actually like hunt down the lip kits because they're seriously amazing. I totally recommend you guys to check them out. And here is a completed look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe down below and give it a thumbs up, and leave me your comments on what you think of this look and any other looks you want me to do. Thank you again so much for watching. I will for sure be making more videos for you guys.